Yeah, lots of big spreads in the papers today. Nigel Farage was out on the Channel yesterday. He was with the Times. Matt Dathan has written a piece this morning where he says migrants should be returned to France by the Royal Marines. Let's have a look.
The tally, as of last night, was 49,964 that have come since Rishi Sunak became Prime Minister. But with the white bloke there, just behind us, that will take us through the 50,000. We are still in French waters. This big red vessel to the left is contracted with the French government, and they've now been escorting this boat for about 3 hours. So despite the £500 million we've given the French to stop the boats, literally, once these things are afloat, the French Navy, or assets owned by the French Navy, make sure they safely get to our 12-mile line where Border Force pick them up. And this particular practice is outrageous.
Nigel Farage there, the leader of the Reform UK party, of course, out there on the Channel on what looks like a pretty calm day, Kevin. I mean, we saw nearly 900 people coming just the other day. It can't be long before 1,000 come in one day, can it?
No, the numbers are going to get absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I reckon 60,000 this year if we're particularly unlucky.
Yeah. It definitely could be the case. What do you make of his idea that migrants should be returned to France by the Royal Marines? He said it would cause all sorts of diplomatic rows, but could it be done?
No, it's not practical. Where would you return them to?
Well, presumably the same beach they left, no?
Well, you're going to run them up the beach and let them jump off the landing craft. I don't think so.
Well, you could. Why couldn't you?
Well, you could, but I think the French might be out there with a different view about sending them back again.
Well, they might do, but the thing is, why are we giving them all this money then? Well, what are they doing with it?
Well, what we've done is we've given them oodles of money. They've spent it on bringing the CRS up onto the beaches.
Yeah.
They've bought lots of expensive kit, and they have stopped people getting on the boats. There is no doubt they have stopped people getting on the boats. The trouble is they haven't stopped enough people getting on the boats. And once they're on the water, then they put their hands in their pockets, turn around and say it's not our problem anymore.
Right. And the other problem with all of that, of course, is that, yes, they're stopping some people getting onto boats, but from what we understand from people on the shoreline over there is that maybe they get stopped from getting on one boat, but 5 minutes later, or maybe 5 hours later, or maybe 5 days later, they get on another boat.
Yeah, that's completely true, because the French, unlike the Belgians, don't arrest them.
Right.
The French just take them.
This is it's a good point you make about Belgium, because Belgium has managed to stop many of the boats leaving, in fact, most of the boats leaving, by having a different policy. So the French could do what the Belgians do, couldn't they?
Oh, it would be very nice if they did, but I can't see that happening.
Yeah, but why not, though?
Because the French don't want to do that.
Right.
The French aren't that interested.
No.
And Mike, you've got to remember that there's an election in France on a Sunday, I think.
Yeah.
And if the French right get in, the situation is going to get even worse.
Yeah, because they're going to have no reason to want to keep anybody there, are they?
That's quite right. And they've actually said they don't want to keep anybody there.
Right.
So I think we're going to find that there'll be a lot more pointed towards us.
Yeah.
And don't forget, the French have got the Olympics in a few weeks' time, and they're going to be withdrawing people from northern France to guard Paris.
Right. Yeah, so it will be a kind of... And also the weather is, as you could see from that clip of Nigel Farage, very, very clement. It's very nice weather, and it will be probably for the coming 3 to 4 months, maybe.
Yes, I mean, if the weather stays calm, then they're going to be coming over en masse.
Yeah.
But this is all because the politicians can't agree what to do.
Right.
I mean, I've been listening to what they've been saying, and I'm afraid that the Tories have got a deterrent in Rwanda. Whether it will work, whether it won't work, we don't know, because we haven't tried it yet.
Right.
But there is a deterrent there. Labour don't have a deterrent. Therefore, they're just going to shrug their shoulders and come across.
Yeah, absolutely extraordinary times. Well, it'd be nice to say we look forward to the summer, but I'm not looking forward to this part of the summer. Kevin, thank you very much indeed. Kevin Saunders, former Chief Immigration Officer for the UK Border Force at Calais.